What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're going to be looking at, obviously, the console war that's been going on for the past, how long, since Xbox and PlayStation first were out and about. And now with 2020, we have the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. Finally, PlayStation 5 has released their console. Xbox did release theirs not so much far back. And obviously, the console war continues. So, guys, we're going to take a look at the PS5 and the Xbox, the pros and the cons, which one you are supposed to be buying, which one's going to be the better buy. So guys, grab a chair, grab some popcorn to take a look at these two consoles right here, right now. So guys, starting off with it right off the bat, I'm obviously an Xbox gamer. I've been pretty much an Xbox guy since the first one came out. I've honestly owned a PS4. I think I've owned a PS2 and I've owned I owned a PS3 for a little bit just to play. The reason why I've owned the PS3s or the PlayStations is because of their exclusives. Mostly it's because of Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man when it comes to like the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man. There was some Mortal Kombats that I played back on PlayStation 2. But the reason why I've bought a used system for PlayStation was to play their exclusives, because their exclusives are exclusive. You can't get them on Xbox. And I only wanted to play them for a little bit, and then I sold the system afterwards. But I'm obviously going to be getting the Xbox when it comes out. I'm going to pre-order it right when I find out that it's going to be able to be pre-ordered. But there's a lot of people that like the PlayStation 5 or Sony, which is definitely fine. But obviously the console war has been continuing for years and people make fun. So the first off the bat, we're going to look at some funny stuff before we look at stats. But obviously the first one was this one, which is the Xbox Series X, as everybody's talking about it as a mini fridge. Which right off the bat, I thought it looked like a mini fridge. It kind of looks like something on the top. If you see those little holes on the top, it looks like it could actually be like a heat vent, because it looks like it would burn from the top or whatever. So people were putting marshmallows over top of it. There's also a picture of this holding a glass table, and the PS5 is actually sitting on top. So definitely been funny images. This is the Xbox Series X funny picture, which everybody's comparing it to who's going to get the mini fridge and who's going to get, is what they call it, is the Wi-Fi router. Because this is definitely funny, because people have been sticking their PlayStation 2s inside a folder, making it look like, oh, I've already had the PlayStation 5. Or they take their wireless router and their Wi-Fi router and shove it in between two pieces of paper, which is definitely funny on both sides with the mini fridge or the Wi-Fi router. But pretty much everybody that I have as friends are saying who's going to get the mini fridge and who's going to get the Wi-Fi router, which is definitely pretty funny. But you know, in the gaming community, you know which one is exactly going on. So obviously what's going on is this. The stats are the biggest point one, the stats are the biggest point, and obviously two, the second thing is pricing. What are you going to be paying for, and pretty much who's going to be coming out on top when it comes to price per stats, as you will. So the rumor is that these ones both are going to be more than $499. So obviously, if you have these kind of stats, you're not going to be paying anything less than $500, because you got to pay for what you are using as a consumer. And people are saying it might be $399, it might be $350. I don't see that happening. My theory is, and a lot of other people as being rumors, is that, and I think PS5 has been leaked, is it's going to be more than $500, which I don't honestly see that being bad, because you see so many PC gamers out there that have most beautiful PCs built, and it's not like they spent $300 to $400. They put some serious hardcore cash and hours in on building on their computers, and it's not like you're going to be paying a lot of money for crappy quality. So if you're going to be paying some serious moolah, you're going to be getting some serious specs. So with looking at this right now, we're looking at the Series X versus PlayStation 5. So there's pretty much similarities almost all across the board, besides a couple of different spots. We're going to look at them right here. Obviously the processor is definitely both are the same on both, besides if you look at the Xbox, it's only a 0.3 gigahertz faster. So, I mean, load times are definitely going to be a little bit faster and so forth like that. So, you're going to have little to nothing of a load time, but does that really matter to me? I've been around for quite a long time when it comes to gaming, and load times and loading screens don't really matter to me. Yes, it definitely is a bother when you look at a game and you're waiting for it to load and then it finally loads. Is that a big deal to me? No, but a lot of gamers just want to get in and play and game like that. But I mean, 0.3 of a gigahertz difference is not going to be that much. And pretty much it's the same thing. The AMD Zen 2, 8th core, so not much of a difference. If you look at the graphics, though, we're looking at the AMD RDNA 2. So Xbox is running 12 teraflops compared to the PS5, which is the 1028 teraflops, and obviously the 52 versus the 36 CU, which is definitely a difference, and it could be the selling point for Xbox over PS5. Obviously, PS4 has definitely sold a lot more units when it comes to Xbox One X and the Xbox One, but it's because I would believe the price difference. I know there's going to be a lot of, I wouldn't say hate in the comics or comments, but obviously PS5 did a lot better because their price for quality was a lot better than Xbox's at that time. Could this be a switch where Xbox is going to be a little bit better now with their quality for their price? Yeah, I guess we'll find out when holiday comes 2020 and both of them are selling off the shelves. And obviously we're going to find out when it comes to pre-orders how many pre-orders go like that. So keep that in mind, and also make sure you guys, if you guys are going to GameStop, Walmart, Target, whatever have you, Best Buy, make sure that you guys get like email newsletters, whatever have you, that when these go live for pre-orders, you get your pre-order in fast, because I believe that these pre-orders are going to go fast as ever, if not like that. So make sure, because I know when they first came out for the Xbox One X, they were gone and you could not get them for almost at least 4 to 5, almost 6 months later. So that's the Xbox Series X. So both of these are going to be flying off the shelves when it comes to pre-orders. The next one, memory, is obviously a big thing because that's where you pretty much are going to be keeping your, not storage. Memory is your 16, I'm losing my mind here, your 16 gigabytes GDDR6, which both are using on Xbox and PS5. Obviously, the storage is the biggest thing. This was what I was going to be talking about. The storage is where you're going to hold your gear, or not your gear, but your gaming, your music, your movies, whatever have you, you're going to store, it's going to be on here. Obviously, the Xbox right off the bat is going to be having a 1 terabyte internal hard drive, but it's not just a hard drive, it's an SSD, which is faster loading, which is definitely important. But then if you look at PS5, for some reason, it just didn't make the gig or the terabyte. It's still running with an 825 gigabyte SSD. Both are running SSDs, which is definitely really good. Rather than a hard drive, SSDs run faster. But it just, for PS5, they could have gone a little bit more and got that 1 terabyte. But we all know Sony has had a little bit more better quality, or I won't say quality, but you were able to exchange the internal supply easier in the PlayStation 5, where Xbox, you were not able to go inside the box besides adding an external hard drive, where PS4, you were able, I think it's the original, not the Pro, but you were able to install easier a internal hard drive, if not adding an external, which obviously Xbox Series X is coming with some type of an external chip. It almost looks like one of those memory cards that you stuck into your GameCube, and that's where your information and your games were. I don't know if this is good or not. Most of my games are on my external hard drive just because I wanted to keep my Xbox One X free from storage. So if anything happened to it, more or less, but pretty much everything is on my external, which I've not really had any problems, knock on wood, but I'm hoping that my external hard drive on my Xbox One X will be able to go over to the Xbox Series X and just plug and play, rather than actually having to use the SSD chip that they come with. So, but 1 terabyte is definitely going to be good. Hopefully, we've known with having to download a lot of games in the past. Call of Duty is one of them where they use 110 gigabytes just to download the game. Is that going to be to continue? I wouldn't doubt it, because games can't just run off of nothing. They need to have some type of storage, and obviously downloading it is going to be the best thing. And 1 terabyte is going to run fast if you're using games that have a lot of gigs. So I guess we'll find out when it comes to holiday 2020. Obviously, the last one is the optical drive, which you are able to play either Blu-ray/DVD and 4K. I mean, these are Blu-ray. Do I think that they're probably going to be able to run DVDs? Probably, but nowadays people are buying the Blu-ray. So, and then both of them are running in 4K Ultra HD, which not a lot of people care when it comes to their systems. I mean, I've had my Xbox One X for how long, and I've never stuck a movie into it. If I want to watch a movie on it, I'm going to go in my living room and use my Blu-ray or my DVD player. There are people out there that don't buy those kind of things when it comes to Blu-ray or DVD. They use their Xbox, which is definitely able to do, because it's supposed to be your one device for entertainment. But I usually just use my system for gaming. So 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, for me, okay. But it also depends on the TV that you're running with, because you can't just have a TV that says 1080p and then try to use 4K. It's not just going to happen. It might be able to upscale on the screen, maybe, but you have to have a 4K screen in order to get that benefit. So make sure you guys take that in consideration, that you're not going to get 4K unless you have a 4K possible TV. So also, like I was telling you guys before, the pricing, which is definitely a big thing. This is the history of the console price in the UK, Britain. I couldn't find the one for United States for some reason. Obviously, their currency is pound. Obviously, a pound is going to be $1, or I think it's the conversion is a pound in the UK is $1.25 for US. So just a little bit more for the United States, but this is going to be pretty close in cost if looking at this. So pretty much starting with the Xbox 360 compared to the PS1, we're obviously seeing a price difference there with $20. So, I mean, okay. So PS2 still keeping with the same price, but Xbox decided to go a little higher and go $1 above, if not with the tax and stuff like that. The next one, obviously, PS4 and PS3. I'm not quite sure if this was supposed to be switched. I want to say these were switched. Yeah. So, yeah, PS3 and PS4 on that list should be switched, because there's no reason you're going to be paying for a PS... Well, I take that back, because PS3, when it first came out, I heard a lot of people paying for almost almost $600 for a PlayStation 3 when it first came out. So that could be a possibility. PlayStation 4 was $349. That sounds right. Xbox One, I don't know why they put $429 right off the bat, because when I first bought my first Xbox, it was $410, and that was right brand spanking new. There were some people that paid $500, but I got mine for $410. I don't know if it was because where I was at or what have you, but yeah. So the Xbox Series X or the Xbox One X was $500, which I did pay for. But the Xbox One original, which is the first one that ever came out, was not that high. So, or it wasn't $500. So I think it was like $420. But so the rumor is what it's parentheses. Make sure you guys take that in consideration. Parentheses. So it's not like I'm saying this is how much it's going to be. There are rumors that both of them are going to be the exact same price. Do I see this happening? Yes, but do I see this changing? Yes, because PS5 obviously has always been cheaper when it comes to being the Xbox Series, because they want to have their price a little bit fluctuated to compensate to try to compete with Microsoft and Xbox. So could this be the same price? Why not? I mean, they're pretty much the same. I wouldn't say the same product, but one is better than the other because we obviously looked at the internals. So Xbox could be a little bit more, PlayStation could be a little bit more down. Who knows? But like the internals and the specs showed, Xbox is number one when it comes to specs at the moment right now. There's also benefits of having Xbox versus PlayStation, is because Xbox is going to have backwards compatibility, and the rumors are that PlayStation 5 is not going to have any backwards compatibility when it comes to PS3 and below. So PS2, PS1, PS3, you're not going to be able to play those games, is what the rumors are. PlayStation 4, yes, you can play those, but there are a lot of games that some people do love on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 1 that are not going to be able to play on PS5. Do I see that being a downfall? Yes, because a lot of people like to go back to their past and play games that they played on the original systems, and they're making it sound like they want you to have to pay for a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2 in order to play those games. So, I mean, could that change? It could be a possibility, but who knows? But Xbox Series X is going to be able to be backwards compatibility from the original Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. You're going to be able to play all those games that have ever come out for Xbox right off the bat, which is definitely pretty cool because I like playing some of the old games back in back 360, playing Halo 3. I mean, just playing all those games, or even Halo 2 and Halo 1, which was definitely back in the original. So that's definitely my big, huge pro is that. The con, though, for Xbox is it doesn't have many exclusives. I think there's 2 exclusives at the moment. I think it's Halo 3 Infinite and Gears of War is going to be the tied in exclusives for Xbox Series X. That's only 2. So when you look at PS5, I think they have like 7 games that are confirmed that are going to be exclusives. God of War, I'm looking at some of these right now. God of War, Horizon Till Dawn 2. Obviously the Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I'll link the video down below that on the reaction I did on that, which is definitely got me sold wanting to buy a PS5 just to play that game. More that they have Gran Turismo 7, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They have Demon Souls, Project Athia, Returnal, Skyboy A Big Adventure, or Sackboy, sorry. Sackboy A Big Adventure, Astro's Playroom, Destruction All-Stars, Godfall, and that's just the normal exclusives for PS3 or PS5. There's also third-party PS5 games confirmed so far, and that's Quantum Error, Christ Tales, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, which I don't care about that one. Resident Evil Village, I'm definitely a big Resident Evil fan. Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo, Little Devil Inside, NBA 2K21. I think that's also for Xbox, I'm not quite sure. Solar Ash, Bugs Snack. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, there's like tons more here. But that's the thing that PlayStation has over Xbox is their exclusives, which makes you want to buy the PS5 because you can't play those games on anything else besides PlayStation. So that's what's going to give them their benefit is PlayStation is going to be able to sell more because they want you to buy or play their games and you have to buy the system to play the game. So what's going to happen? I guess we're going to have to find out when it comes to holiday 2020 is pretty much when they're going to drop. I think that they said November is when Xbox is going to drop. I don't know necessarily exactly when PS5 is going to drop. Probably not much any sooner or later because they want to beat the holiday rush because they want you to buy at Black Friday. They want you to buy for Christmas. They want you to buy all their stuff because holidays are going to be the biggest sale point is for them. So are you guys Team Xbox? Are you guys Team PlayStation 5? Microsoft, Sony, which are you? Comment down below. I would surely love to talk about this. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it non-abusive or talking abusive or communicative abusiveness. Let's just be nice to each other. But who's going to win, PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X? My vote is going to be Xbox Series X. Yes, PlayStation has got the exclusive for Spider-Man, but I'm still an Xbox fan, so I'm obviously going to be buying the Xbox right off the bat. Could I be possibly getting a PS5 down the line? Maybe when it is reduced in price, and maybe if I not rent one, but maybe I get one used at GameStop. Who knows? But I'm obviously going to want to take a look at that Spider-Man Miles Morales because it definitely looks good. So that's going to be my big selling point. Is Xbox is going to be my go-to. Like I said, comment down below if you guys are Team PlayStation or Team Xbox. I would love to hear. Make sure you guys are also subscribing to this Wookie channel. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for subscribing and pretty much raising this channel from the or not ashes, but down to up. Because I can't do it without you guys. So make sure you guys are subscribing, and then make sure you guys are going over to my social media when it comes to Twitter and Facebook and also Instagram, because I do post things on there when it comes to nerd stuff. Obviously, when I buy my new Xbox, I'll be definitely taking pictures and putting on my social medias, not to gloat, but to show my support for that system. So make sure you guys are checking that out. Follow, like, and comment, and we'll see you guys hopefully in the next video. So keep it real, guys, and keep it safe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.